In the heart of tomorrow's metropolis lies a truth no one wants to face. A truth born in silence, hidden beneath layers of steel and lies. A secret that turned men into monsters and shattered the fragile line between control and chaos. They called it the Titan program, a promise of power beyond measure, a weapon forged from flesh and will. But every weapon carries a cost, and every cost leaves a scar. I believed in order, in loyalty, but some orders, they don't come with a choice. This is where it begins, a battle not just for survival, but for what remains of humanity itself. I looked into the eyes of the monstrosity and saw my brothers. I couldn't stop wondering what they had truly done to them. Darian's warning cut through the silence. The facility was already slipping into a state of total lockdown. I told him we couldn't hesitate. If this was our last stand, we were going to make it count. The facility groaned as the breach became absolute. Alarms screamed that containment had been lost. We had to find Elias. He was the only one who can stop the protocol before it consumed everything. As the chaos erupted, I knew the endgame had arrived. The Cade protocol was finally in motion. We were running out of time, the corridors echoing with the roar of Titans breaking free behind us. I didn't trust Elias, not after everything, but he was our only chance to end this nightmare. I had to try. The blast doors groaned open, a final barrier between us and the truth. The control room was a maze of glowing data, every screen a reminder of how far we'd fallen. Elias didn't even look up. He was already deep in the systems, fighting a losing battle. I stepped forward. Every second was a gamble as the facility's containment failed around us. I could see the desperation in his eyes, the reflection of a world slipping beyond our control. This wasn't just a failure, it was a controlled experiment gone wrong, a truth they tried to bury, an experiment that cost me my team everything I had. The truth was coming for us all, and if we didn't stop it now, it would burn us all down. The hum of machines surrounds us, a cold soundtrack to the chaos unspooling outside these walls. Elias works furiously at the console, fingers flying over data streams, trying to wrest back control from a nightmare he helped create. I can feel the weight of every decision I ever made bearing down on me. The faces of my old team flash behind my eyes, men I swore to protect, now twisted into something unrecognizable. This isn't just a mission anymore, it's penance. Outside, the city is falling apart. The Titans, war machines born from flesh and fear, tear through steel and concrete. The government's silence is deafening. They don't want this story told, but burying it won't stop the monsters. Darian's presence is steady at my side, a reminder that I'm not alone in this fight. Trust doesn't come easy, especially not now, but maybe, just maybe, it's the only thing that can save us. Elias finally pauses, eyes meeting mine. There's something in that look, regret, fear, a desperate hope. We're all prisoners of our past, chained by the choices we made. But if we don't act now, there won't be a future to fight for. I take a deep breath, steadying myself. The line between control and chaos is thinner than ever. Tonight, I have to decide what kind of man I want to be. One haunted by the past, or one willing to face the consequences and fight for redemption. The corridor ahead is silent but charged with danger. The Titans are out there, monsters born from human ambition, hunting shadows and fueling chaos. I think about the orders I followed. Decisions that cost lives, the civilians we left behind, the friends I lost. Control is an illusion, but I can't let it consume me. Darian moves beside me, silent and watchful. Alone, we fall. Together, maybe we stand a chance. Ahead, emergency lights reveal the lab doors. Beyond them lies the heart of the Titan program, and the truth I've been running from. I grip my weapon tighter. This isn't just about stopping monsters, it's about reclaiming what we lost, our humanity, our honor. The line between hunter and hunted blurs with every step, but I'm not backing down, not tonight. The cold metal door slides open, revealing a lab holding human forms distorted by the Titan serum. Something here is broken. These aren't just experiments. They're casualties of ambition, reminders of what power costs, what we all lost when we crossed the line. Darian moves quietly beside me. There's no turning back now. The question is how many of us will make it out alive. A past failure still claws at me, a ghost that won't let go. But here, in this dark place, I have a chance to make something right. Or at least try. This is more than a fight for survival. It's a battle for redemption, for the chance to reclaim the humanity we all lost along the way.
The air here is thick with the scent of chemicals and something darker, regret maybe. The hum of machines fills the space, but it's the silence between the beeps that speaks loudest. Rows of containment tanks hold twisted echoes of humanity, faces distorted by ambition and science gone too far. I move slowly, each step a reminder of the cost we've paid. These aren't just experiments, they're ghosts of my past. Brothers I swore to protect, now lost to a nightmare I helped unleash. Their silence is deafening. Darian's close behind. Her presence steady, a silent anchor in this storm. We don't need words. The weight between us says enough. Trust isn't given freely here. It's earned in blood and fire. The control console flickers erratically. Systems failing. Alarms muted beneath the chaos. The Titans won't be caged much longer. Every second counts. Every choice feels heavier than the last. I remind myself what this fight is really about. Not vengeance or control. Protection. For those who still have a chance. The line between monster and savior blurs with every breath. A distant roar shakes the walls, a reminder that time is running out. I tighten my grip, steeling myself for what's coming. This isn't just survival, it's redemption.
I slide into the security hub, the nerve center of this hellhole. Screens flicker with live feeds, hallways crawling with armed soldiers, Titans breaking containment, someone's pulling strings. Darian leans over a console, fingers flying. She's tracking troop movements. But her eyes catch something else, encrypted communications buried beneath the surface. Someone's covering their tracks. It hits me like a punch. This wasn't just science gone wrong. The Titan program was a weaponized experiment. The government's been running this playbook for years, sacrificing lives as collateral. I think about Hale, his iron grip on command, his obsession with control. Maybe he's not just trying to stop the Titans, maybe he's trying to contain the truth, and that truth could cost us everything. Darian catches my eye. No words needed. We both know what this means. Trust is fragile, but it's the only thing standing between us and total annihilation. I tighten my jaw, feeling the weight of the fight ahead. This mission just turned into a battle for the soul of the city, and maybe for what's left of my own humanity.
I step into the command center, the nerve hub where every move is tracked. Screens flash with tactical data, but I sense secrets buried beneath code. Darian's pulling encrypted files. What we're seeing isn't chaos, it's calculated. Someone's using the Titans as pawns in a game we never signed up for. This was never just about weapons. It was about weaponized fear designed to break us. And those pulling the strings don't care who gets crushed. I think about Hale. He thinks control prevents chaos. Maybe he's a jailer, locking us behind invisible bars. Trust is fragile, but it's all we've got. The line between friend and foe blurs with every secret uncovered. This isn't just about destruction, it's about survival. And maybe, just maybe, redemption.
The room is cold, sterile. A circle of flickering monitors casts eerie shadows on the walls. I stand alone for a moment, the weight of what's to come settling over me like a storm. Every choice here feels like a gamble with lives I can't afford to lose. I think of Darian, her fierce independence, the scars she hides beneath her skin. Trust doesn't come easy for either of us. But in this broken world, it might be the only thing that keeps us human. Then there's Hale. His iron grip on control feels less like protection and more like a cage. I wonder how many sacrifices he's willing to make in the name of order. How many more ghosts will haunt him like they haunt me? And Elias, brilliant, haunted, desperate for redemption. I don't trust him, but I can't deny that without him, this nightmare has no end. Loyalty is a double-edged sword, and betrayal lurks just beneath the surface. The truth is, we're all prisoners here, of our past mistakes, our need for control, and the monsters we helped create. The line between salvation and destruction is razor thin, and we're walking it blindfolded. I steel myself for the fight ahead. This isn't just a mission anymore, it's a reckoning. And whatever happens next, there's no turning back. The armory is a cold vault of steel and weaponry, echoes of past battles hanging heavy in the air. I think about the men I lost, my team turned Titans, the friends I couldn't save. Darian's voice crackles through my comm, steady and sharp. She's watching my six, a reminder that I'm not alone in this. I load my weapon, each click a heartbeat in the silence. The truth about the Titan program is a poison that's spread too far. The government's lies, the experiments, the betrayals. They've all led us here, to this moment, and I have to face it head on, no matter the cost. I take a deep breath, steel my nerves, and step forward. The fight for redemption starts here. The shadows are closing in, but I'm ready. Whatever comes next, I'll face it with everything I've got. The lab is a cage of glass and steel. My breath fogs the air as I step inside. Each tank holds a story, a life twisted by science. I hear their voices in the silence, ghosts whispering warnings. Every face is a scar, proof of power run unchecked. Darian is beside me, silent. The bond forged in battle speaks louder than any promise. Trust is fragile here. Ahead, the core console flickers, a dying heartbeat. The countdown is relentless. Every second brings us closer to chaos. I'm here to protect the humanity left in this broken world. The line between salvation and damnation is thin. The roar of a Titan shakes the lab. I'm ready to face whatever comes. Redemption isn't a promise, it's a choice. The holding area is a nightmare frozen in time. Rows of containment units hum with failing energy. Shadows shifting inside. Twisted forms caught between man and monster. Each one a reminder of the cost we never wanted to pay. I move through the corridor, every step heavy with memory. These were my brothers once, soldiers I trusted with my life. Now, they're ghosts. Tragic victims of ambition run wild. Their silent screams echo louder than any gunfire. Darian stays close, her presence a quiet rebellion against the darkness. Trust is a fragile thread, but right now, it's all we have to hold on to. We can't afford to fall apart, not when the city's fate hangs in the balance. The control panel flickers wildly, systems on the brink of collapse. The Titans won't stay caged much longer. Every second is a countdown to chaos, and the weight of that truth presses down on me like a storm. I remind myself why I'm here. Not for revenge, not for control, but to protect the few who still have a chance. Those who haven't been broken by power or fear. The line between salvation and destruction is razor thin. A monstrous roar pierces the silence. The Titans are waking. I tighten my grip, ready to face the coming storm. This fight isn't just for survival, it's for redemption. The security checkpoint looms ahead, a last line of defense before the heart of the facility. I can feel the weight of it. Armed guards patrol with robotic precision. Every step closer feels like walking into the jaws of a beast. I feel the weight of the mission settle over me like armor. The ghosts of my past whisper warnings. But I can't afford to hesitate. The lives on the line demand more than regret, they demand action. Darian moves silently beside me. We share a look. No words, just understanding. Trust is the only weapon we have left. The hum of security systems fills the air, cold and unyielding. This place was built to contain monsters. But it's also a cage for the truth. Breaking through means risking everything, but turning back isn't an option. Redemption demands sacrifice. The mission continues. The chamber pulses with ominous energy. Massive machines hum, veins of glowing biotech coursing through the walls like a living thing. The air vibrates with tension, thick with the scent of ozone and burnt metal. Marcus stands at the threshold, every muscle tense. Behind him, Darian's steady presence is a faint anchor in the storm. Ahead, Elias is strapped to a chair, hooked to the core's control console, his eyes wild but defiant. The truth hangs heavy in the air, Elias's final gambit, a desperate attempt to stabilize the Titan serum, merging his own consciousness with the core. It's reckless, dangerous, and possibly their only chance. I want to hate him for what he's done, for the lives lost, for the monsters we became. But right now, hate is a luxury we can't afford. The line between savior and villain blurs in the flickering light. Darian whispers a warning. Security forces are closing in, and the facility's defense systems are on the brink of collapse. Time is bleeding away like sand through a cracked hourglass. I take a breath, the weight of every choice crashing down. Tonight, the cost of power will be paid in full, not just with blood, but with the very humanity we fight to save. The humming core intensifies, casting eerie shadows that dance across the chamber's walls. Sparks fly from overloaded circuits as the biotech veins pulse faster, threatening to overload. Marcus steps forward, eyes locked on Elias, his former enemy, now a man on the edge, of losing himself to the very power he tried to control. Every breath Elias takes seems labored, fragmented between desperation and clarity. Darian moves to secure the perimeter, scanning for incoming threats. Her gaze sharp, but her grip on the weapon trembles. She knows the stakes are higher than ever. Elias's voice breaks through the din, weak but urgent. He pleads, not for mercy but for understanding. His final confession spills out. The serum was never meant as a weapon, but a cure twisted by ambition and fear. Marcus listens, torn between rage and reluctant sympathy. The truth is a double-edged blade, one that could save lives or doom them all. Suddenly, alarms scream. The facility's defenses fail completely. Titans roar in the distance, closing in fast. Marcus tightens his grip, the choice clear. Finish this here or watch everything burn. The chamber shudders violently as the core's energy spikes. Flickering lights cast fractured shadows over Marcus's determined face. Every second feels stretched, the air thick with impending collapse. Elias's breathing grows ragged. His eyes lock with Marcus's. Pain, regret, and a flicker of hope swirling in their depths. The man who once sought control now seems fragile, a prisoner of his own creation. Darian's voice cuts through the chaos, sharp and steady. She warns Marcus of incoming security drones. Fast, lethal, and merciless. The countdown to confrontation tightens. Marcus glances at Elias, torn between the mission and the man. The weight of his past mistakes presses down like a physical force, but there's no room for hesitation now. With a sudden surge, the core emits a blinding pulse of energy. The room vibrates as machinery overloads. Elias cries out, caught between agony and transcendence. Marcus makes his choice. He moves toward the core, reaching for the controls that could end the nightmare or unleash chaos beyond reckoning. The final act is within reach. The chamber flooded with harsh red emergency lights. Alarms screamed, and I knew time was running out. Sparks rained down as I reached the core. The atmosphere was thick with the scent of ozone and desperation. I lunged for the console, my fingers flying over the interface. One wrong move and everything would end. Sweat and grit blurred my vision. Every second counted. The facility's collapse was looming over me. I saw Elias behind the glass. His eyes met mine. A silent apology, a plea for salvation I couldn't grant. Darian was holding them off, buying me the time I desperately needed to stop the countdown. My hands trembled as I initiated the final sequence. Energy readings spiked toward total oblivion. With a final, desperate press, I slammed the override. The core's scream faltered, then began to die. Silence crashed down like a wave. It was over, broken only by my own heavy breaths. The core powers down, its eerie glow fading to darkness. The chamber shudders one last time, then falls eerily silent. Broken pipes dripping, distant structural groans echoing in the vast space. Marcus leans heavily on the console, chest heaving, eyes scanning the room's ruins. The weight of what's been lost, and what might still be saved, sinks deep into his bones. Darian approaches cautiously, lowering her weapon but keeping alert. The fierce loyalty in her eyes is tempered by exhaustion and the heavy cost of survival. Elias lies unconscious, his body slack in the chair, but the faintest rise and fall of his chest hints at life. A man broken and redeemed in equal measure. Marcus's voice breaks the silence, quiet but firm, reflective, burdened by the ghosts that will never leave him. The fight isn't over, but this battle has been won. Outside, distant sirens wail through the night, warning or hope Marcus can't yet tell. For now, all that matters is the fragile breath of peace they've carved from the chaos. The tunnel walls are scorched and cracked, flickering emergency lights casting long shadows. Marcus leads, his steps heavy but steady, every breath measured against the weight of what just happened. Behind him, Darian limps slightly, fatigue evident but her resolve unbroken. Elias, supported between them, is weak but alive, a fragile testament to sacrifice and redemption. I think about the cost of power, how easily it consumes us, turns brother against brother, friend against friend. But also about what we fought for, the chance to reclaim something lost. The tunnel opens onto a rain-soaked city street, neon lights flickering through the storm. The world outside is scarred, uncertain, but it's still theirs to fight for. Darian glances at me, eyes fierce despite everything. No words needed, we know this is just the beginning. Trust, betrayal, redemption, the cycle never truly ends. But beneath the weight of it all, a spark remains. The fragile hope that even in the darkest corners, humanity can find a way back. The light of dawn breaks over the skyline, casting long shadows across rain-slicked rooftops. Marcus stands alone, silhouetted against the world, his gaze distant and heavy. The city below is scarred but alive, a fragile mosaic of destruction and resilience. I carry the ghosts of my past like scars, the faces I lost, the choices I made that haunt every step. Somewhere out there, Darian and Elias are moving forward too, Brotherhood, betrayal, sacrifice, they bind us. The cost of power is written in blood, but power also demands responsibility, a lesson I'm learning. As the sun rises, I steel myself. Redemption isn't a destination, it's a battle we fight every day, and I'm not done yet. The room pulses with an eerie blue glow, machinery humming, sparks fly from exposed conduits, death flirting with rebirth. I watch Elias staring at the console that holds the fate of everything. His eyes flicker with desperation and a fragile hope for redemption. The ghosts of my past circle me. I once believed control meant strength. Now I know it's a cage that suffocates humanity. Darian's voice cuts through the silence. She reminds me that trust is our last weapon. We must decide what kind of future we want. Elias finally meets my gaze, just a man broken, begging for a chance. We all carry scars, but tonight we write the final chapter. The detonator hums. This moment will either save us or destroy everything. The line between chaos and control blurs into an impossible choice. Darian's finger hovers over the detonator. The hum intensifies, vibrating through the floor beneath us. Elias's breath catches, the weight of what we're about to do pressing down like a physical force. Suddenly, alarms scream to life. Security overrides kicking in. Red lights flood the chamber. Titans, alerted, begin pounding through the corridors, their monstrous roars shaking the facility's bones. I grab Darian's arm, urgency snapping through me. We don't have much time. Her eyes lock with mine, fear, determination, and trust mingling in that silent moment. Elias frantically types into the console, trying to override the lockdown, his hands shaking. The monster roars grow closer, metal groans as doors start to buckle under Titan strength. The first Titan crashes through the entrance, a nightmarish fusion of muscle and machine. Darian raises her weapon, firing precise bursts, buying us seconds. I position myself between the beast and the console, ready to fight for every breath we have left. With a final, desperate breath, Elias hits a key, detonator armed. Darian's finger presses down. The room fills with an electric charge, a countdown starting. The question hangs in the air. Do we survive the blast, or does everything we fought for burn with it? A deafening explosion rips through the facility, shaking the very foundations. Blinding light floods the chamber, throwing shadows into chaos. The roar of collapsing metal drowns out everything else. I'm thrown to the ground, ears ringing, vision blurred, dust and debris rain down like a storm. The air tastes of fire and loss. Somewhere beneath the ruins, Titans scream, wild, unleashed. Darian coughs nearby, struggling to rise. Elias is on the floor, coughing, blood streaked across his face. We're battered, broken, but alive. For now. I force myself up, every muscle screaming. The cost of this mission burns deep. Friends lost, futures shattered. But the Titan program's heart is gone. The nightmare may be finally over. Outside, sirens wail through the city streets. The government's cover-up won't hold. The truth is out, and with it, a new battle begins. One for redemption, justice, and the fragile hope of reclaiming humanity. I look at Elias and Darian, broken, haunted, but still standing. The fight changed us all. But maybe, just maybe, it's not too late to save what's left. The first light of dawn filters weakly through cracks in the shattered ceiling. Dust hangs thick in the air, illuminated like ghosts suspended in time. The facility's wreckage is a graveyard of broken dreams and lost souls. I sit on a fallen beam, bloodied and exhausted. My hands tremble as memories flood back. The faces of my brothers, the orders I followed, the betrayals that cut deepest. The cost of power isn't just physical, it's the weight that never leaves you. Darian moves quietly beside me, her presence steady but distant. We don't speak. There's nothing left to say that words could fix. Trust, once cracked, takes time to rebuild. Elias stands at the edge of the ruin, staring out at the city waking beneath a bruised sky. His silhouette is fragile against the rising sun, a man broken but searching for some kind of redemption. I know this isn't the end. The scars we carry, the choices we made, they'll follow us. But maybe, just maybe, we've bought ourselves a chance to fight for something better. The city breathes beneath us, alive and unaware, and I realize true strength isn't control or power. It's the courage to face what we've done and the will to protect what remains. The Titan facility lies in ruins, but the true danger is just beginning. In this room, the future of the city is being decided in hushed whispers. Lieutenant Commander Victor Hale knows the weight of command. He carries the agency's secrets, and he knows that some truths are too dangerous to survive. Containment is our only priority. The Titan program must be buried, no matter the cost. The lie of control is our only shield left. Morality is a luxury we cannot afford. Loyalty in this agency means one thing: total obedience, even in betrayal. But the facade is cracking. Rumors are spreading of monstrous experiments and a desperate cover-up. The truth is clawing its way to the surface. The battle for control isn't over. It's only just begun. Outside, the city stirs, unaware of the war raging in the shadows. In this room, the fate of our city is being decided. The digital map shows the encroaching shadow of the Titans, and the quarantine zones are no longer holding. Attention! I am Lieutenant Commander Victor Hale. We are initiating Level 4 containment. This operation requires absolute secrecy and ruthless efficiency. Failure is not an option. I see the doubt in your eyes, but dissent is a luxury we cannot afford. We must be the wall that stands between humanity and extinction. Do not mistake caution for hesitation. Wait, unauthorized transmission. This is Marcus Vance. You're lying to them, Hale. The real enemy isn't just the Titans. It's the truth you're burying to maintain control. Silence that signal immediately. This room is for strategy, not subversion. We will restore order by any means necessary. Secure the link now. The message has already spread. Out there, the city is waking up. The war for truth has begun, and the survival of our city has entered a dangerous new phase. The room is heavy with the maps of our war, protests, crackdowns. I see it all on these screens. Darien is resolute, though loss weighs us both down. The weight of betrayal lingers in every breath we take. Elias stares at the skyline we've broken, haunted by the road ahead. He knows the damage wrought. The fight isn't over, the cost is mounting, but the truth is finally out. We've paid in blood. Trust is fragile, but it's the only thing that can hold us together now. A fragile hope amidst the chaos. Outside, the city screams. Inside, we steel ourselves for the battles to come. Every choice from here on will define what remains of our humanity. The cost of truth is everything. The room is dim, illuminated by flickering monitors displaying city maps, satellite feeds, and news reports of escalating unrest. Marcus stands over the table, tracing possible routes with a determined finger. Darien loads her weapon methodically, eyes sharp, scanning the perimeter through a cracked window. The weight of past betrayals and current dangers hangs heavy between them. Elias pores over scientific data on a tablet, searching for a way to reverse the Titan serum's effects. A long shot, but the only hope they have left. They have to strike at the heart of the conspiracy, expose the agency's true intentions before more lives are lost. Darien meets Marcus's gaze, a flicker of trust passing between them. Despite everything, they're in this together, for better or worse. Outside, distant explosions echo through the city. The war for control and survival has only just begun. Inside, the trio steels themselves, ready to face whatever comes next. The air is thick with dust and silence, broken only by the faint drip of water echoing off cracked concrete walls. This place isn't on any map. It's where the worst of the Titan program's failures were hidden. Forgotten experiments, discarded lives. I step inside, every footfall heavy with the ghosts of the past. The flickering overhead lights reveal rusted cages, empty now, but the stains on the floor tell stories words never could. This is where they locked up what they couldn't control, the monsters they made and then abandoned. And here, in the center, I find what I wasn't ready for. A hollow projector still flickering weakly. It plays a recording, my team. The same faces I once trusted, twisted and broken by the serum. I see their eyes, haunted and accusing. My order sent them to hell. The weight of that choice crashes down on me, sharper than any bullet. I wanted to protect my squad, but in doing so, I condemned others. The line between control and chaos was never clearer, but regret won't save them. I have a choice now. Keep running from the past or face it head on. The Titan program ends here, no matter the cost. Because if I don't act, I become the same monster they created. The command center buzzes with tension. Screens flash red alerts, reflecting off the faces of soldiers scrambling to contain the chaos. I step through the doorway, every eye turning to me, some with hope, others with suspicion. What Commander Victor Hale stands at the center, his brow furrowed. He's a man desperate to keep order in a system spiraling out of control. His gaze locks on mine, a silent challenge hanging between us. Hale gestures to the display, a map showing Titans breaching multiple sectors. The numbers climb, lives slipping through the cracks. I feel the weight of responsibility. Hale knows my answer. There's no containment anymore. The program has failed. Control is an illusion, and it's time to burn it down. Hale's eyes flash with rage and something darker, fear. This isn't just about the mission, it's about who we've become. I'm ready to face the consequences of that truth. The world ends with a shout, not a whisper. In this chaos, I only see the next move. Hale wants order, he wants a plan, but he doesn't realize we're already past the point of planning. The Titans don't care for our laws or our borders. They are nature's final, brutal judgment on a world that forgot how to fight. Hale calls for surgical strikes, but containment is dead. Only the hunger of the beast remains. We don't fight for the protocols anymore. We fight for the person standing next to us. That's the only thing that's real. The storm has finally broken the gates. There's no more time for talk. The moment to act is finally here. This isn't just a battle for survival, it's a war for what humanity we have left. There is no turning back now, the fight begins. The armory is a cold vault of steel and weaponry. Marcus methodically loads his rifle, each click echoing his grim resolve. Darian stands nearby, checking her gear with sharp focus. Our eyes meet briefly, no words needed. We both know what's at stake. Trust is all we have left. The distant sound of heavy footsteps reverberates. Titans are closing in. Every second counts. My breath tightens. The fight is no longer a choice. It's survival. We move out into dim corridors. Sparks fly from damaged panels, casting flickering shadows. The air tastes of smoke and fear. This place feels like a tomb. Suddenly, a Titan's roar shakes the walls. Darian tightens her grip on her weapon. We exchange a brief nod. There's no room for hesitation. We round a corner and come face to face with a massive Titan, eyes glowing with rage. The battle is about to begin. No turning back now. The corridor explodes with chaos as Marcus and Darian burst into the chamber. The Titan roars, muscles rippling beneath its armored skin, eyes blazing with primal fury. Bullets tear through the air, sparks flying as they strike metal plating. Marcus rolls to cover, heart pounding. Every shot is a desperate gamble against a foe that's more machine than man. Darian moves with lethal precision, taking down a support drone that buzzes toward the Titan's back. Her fierce gaze meets Marcus's for a split second, a silent vow to survive this together. This isn't just a fight for life, it's a battle for the soul of what we've lost. The Titan lashes out, a monstrous swipe that shatters the control console. Sparks rain down, the room flickers with dying lights, the ground shakes beneath our feet. Marcus dives toward a fallen explosive charge, slamming his hand down on the detonator. The countdown begins, seconds away from a blast that could end everything. The Titan charges, fury unbridled. Marcus and Darian brace, side by side, ready to face the explosion and whatever comes after. A deafening explosion rocks the chamber. Marcus and Darian shield their faces through the smoke. As the smoke clears, a shattered Titan is revealed, its monstrous silhouette twitching in the debris. Marcus exhales raggedly. We have to move. There's no time to waste. Darian scans the corridor ahead. A path to the surface is clear, but danger still lurks. Every fight leaves scars, but the deepest ones are inside. We can't outrun our past, but we can still choose who we become. We push forward over twisted metal and broken glass. The outside world waits, uncertain, but free. A distant rumble shakes the ground. The fight isn't over. The exit tunnel stretches ahead, dimly lit and claustrophobic. Marcus and Darian move swiftly, their footsteps echoing off cold concrete walls. A faint mechanical whirring grows louder. Darian halts, signaling Marcus to stop. Their eyes meet. Tension sharpens between caution and urgency. From the shadows emerges a sleek, advanced security drone, its sensors glowing red. It scans the tunnel methodically, hunting for intruders. Marcus crouches low, whispering to Darian, "We can't outrun this. We have to outsmart it." They slip into the shadows, using broken debris as cover. Marcus pulls a small EMP device from his belt, fingers steady despite the pressure. The drone edges closer, lights flickering as it detects movement. Marcus holds his breath, timing the EMP activation perfectly. The device pulses. The drone systems flicker violently, then collapse into silence. Marcus exhales, but the relief is brief. Ahead, distant alarms wail. The facility isn't done with them yet. This place is dying, just like all the promises that built it. Every second we hesitate, Elias loses himself to the serum. Hale, clinging to control. But I've learned, control is just a cage. This isn't about control. It's survival. If Elias escapes, we're finished. Survival? You're feeding the nightmare, not stopping it. He doesn't see it yet, but the nightmare's already here. We don't have to be enemies. Protect what humanity we have left. I've already lost too much. I can't lose myself to this chaos. We're standing on the edge, between what we were and what will become. Then let's end this, together. You think you can stop progress? I am the future. The Titan is evolution, and you're afraid to embrace it. Evolution? No, this is extinction. It's not evolution. No more monsters, no more ghosts. This place was built on broken promises and shattered lives. Now it's burning, like everything it ever stood for. They want control. They want to bury the truth under fear and fire. But we're not done fighting, not yet. Every trigger pulled is a memory. Ghosts of the team I lost, the civilians I couldn't save. We can't hold them off forever. We don't have to. We just need to reach Elias. The nightmare made flesh. What we were never meant to create, now hunting us. It's over, Elias. You don't have to do this. You don't understand. This is the only way forward. You'll see. No more monsters. No more ghosts. Tonight, we end this. This is what it comes down to. Man versus monster, past versus future. I steady my breath, heart pounding like a war drum. Every shot I take carries the weight of every life lost to this madness. I'm not just fighting for myself anymore. I'm fighting for those who never got a second chance. Elias wants redemption, but he's lost to obsession. I have to stop him, before he destroys what little humanity remains. Marcus, behind you! I twist just in time to block a crushing blow from the Titan, the impact shaking my bones. Pain is nothing new. What matters is what you stand for when it hits. It ends here, no more monsters, no more ghosts. The room shakes as Titan and I collide, steel and flesh, fury and desperation. This fight isn't just for survival, it's for what's left of our humanity. I dodge a savage strike, countering with a precise shot to the Titan's glowing core. Sparks fly, but it keeps coming. Elias staggers, serum coursing through his veins, part god, part monster, trapped by his own creation. Elias lost himself to power, but power without control is just destruction. Durain fights back guards, clearing a path. Marcus, now! I sprint toward Elias, weapon trained on him. It's over, Elias. Let go. Elias's eyes flicker. A moment of clarity, then madness. Before he can inject, a massive explosion rocks the chamber. The Titan collapses, systems failing. The nightmare ends tonight. I'm broken, but alive. No more monsters, no more ghosts. They told me power was a weapon, but no one warned me what happens when that weapon turns on you, when control slips through your fingers and all that's left is chaos. I followed orders once, left a village to die to save my team. The screams haunt me. Tonight, I'm not just fighting a program, I'm fighting my ghosts. You sure about this? There's no going back once we're inside. Control, that word's got a weight I can't carry anymore. If burning this place down means erasing the past, so be it. But this time, I protect the innocent. No more running from what I did. I crouch low, the cold rain soaking through my gear. The fortress ahead is a beast waiting to be fed. Every step feels heavier, carrying the weight of those I left behind. But this time, I'm not running. I signal to Darian. The airlock opens with a hiss. Inside, this place feels like a tomb for souls. Moving fast, I scan every shadow. Control was a lie. I lost more than I saved. Footsteps echo. I freeze. The Titan prototype. Pain and rage trapped in metal. My brothers once, now monsters born of betrayal. I hack the terminal. Red alerts flash. Lockdown. I won't be their pawn anymore. An alarm screams. Darian's with me. Move, she says. Elias stands there, calm, dangerous. The nightmare is real. Marcus, the perfect weapon, returns. My jaw tightens. No more weapons. Tonight, this ends. Elias steps forward like a scientist unveiling his masterpiece. Progress demands sacrifice, he says. I stare him down. I'm here to end that. Not tomorrow, tonight. Alarms echo. Hale warns me to stand down, but control is just a cage. I won't be locked in it again. Darian moves beside me. Why do you keep chasing control? It's what broke you. Maybe she's right. Elias injects the serum. Pain and power clash across his face. He's as much a victim as the rest of us. Footsteps thunder as reinforcements arrive. This fight just got real. We brace ourselves. Fire erupts, corridors crumble, chaos swallows the facility whole, every breath is a battle. Face to face with Elias, I see the man behind the monster. This has to end. No more monsters made from men. This is what power does. It strips everything away until there's nothing left but the weapon. You don't fix people by turning them into monsters. This is the choice I didn't make before. Not leaving anyone behind this time. Maybe leadership isn't deciding who survives. Maybe it's letting them try. They weren't weapons. They were us. I'm sorry. Then face what it cost. This is what consequences look like. Maybe strength isn't sacrifice. Maybe it's choosing who you save. I thought ending this meant destroying everything. But maybe it means living with what's left. I step out into the storm. The facility behind me groans, collapsing in on itself. I thought victory would feel better. It doesn't. Darian helps survivors. She asks, "You good?" I don't answer right away. Still here. For once, I didn't leave people behind. Hale watches. Stand down. Control isn't everything. It's knowing when to let go. The truth doesn't erase what we did, but it makes us answer for it. This was just a test. And in the distance, the Titans move through the city, contained but not gone. Darian asks, "Can we fix things?" "No, but we can start." She studies me. "Took you long enough." Strength isn't just finishing the mission. It's living with what comes after. This isn't cleanup, it's containment. That's not evacuation protocol. I already know. They're covering it up. Same system, same lie, just a different battlefield. We lock this down now. No leaks. There are survivors. Not for long if this spreads. Control always demands a cost. The question is, who pays it? They won't let this come out. Then we make them. This isn't over. It just changed shape. We didn't stop it, we just slowed it down. Not this time. We expose it. That soldier followed orders. I don't anymore. Control or chaos. Maybe it's choosing when to stand your ground. Nobody else gets taken. This is the moment. The one where everything breaks or changes. Trust. Still feels like a risk, but I'm not pushing it away this time. He's forcing my hand, just like I taught him to. If they bury this, it all happens again. Marcus, you want control? Look around. People, not assets. I used to talk like them. That ends here. Chaos doesn't wait. It comes whether you're ready or not. Soldiers hesitate, formation wavers. Stand down, and we can still contain this. Contain it or hide it. This isn't about orders anymore. It's about truth. We stand there, mentor and soldier on opposite sides. There it is. Chaos doesn't wait for permission. Rain pounds harder. A distant roar shakes the ground. Not contained, not controlled. A Titan crashes onto the edge of the landing zone. It tears through a wing like paper. Forget the standoff. Protect the civilians. Not control, not orders. People. Gunfire erupts. Formation breaks instantly. Hale snaps into action. All units, engage. Protect survivors. He chose responsibility over control. The Titan charges. No, it's adapting. They made something that thinks, that learns, that remembers. I sprint forward, drawing its attention. Recognition flickers. Yeah. I remember you too. Brother, weapon, victim. It charges. I stand my ground to stop it from reaching the others. For the first time, we fight together. Choice. The Titan lunges. Still hits like I remember. Still feels like losing them all over again. Control. He's still trying, but this isn't something you control. Yeah, we stop fighting it like a machine, because it's not. You remember, don't you? You don't have to do this. That's the problem. We never give them a choice. This is what happens when we stop playing God. We deal with what we created. Hey, if this is where it ends, at least I'm choosing it. I'm deep inside the underground facility. If I don't destroy this place, the Titan program never ends. Hale's men will be here any second. They're turning people into machines. Sacrifice isn't progress, it's death in a cage. I'm done being a weapon for monsters. We move fast, fighting through the chaos. My past haunts me, but I won't let them take anyone else. Not this time. I'm sorry for what I almost became. We all have ghosts, but we don't have to be haunted forever. It's time to burn it all down. True strength isn't control, it's sacrifice, it's humanity. The facility is gone, but the real fight is only just beginning. Strength is about protecting what remains, even if it costs everything. My name is Marcus, and I'm ready. Titan Shadow. Debris crashes as I duck. The facility trembles. Darian yells, "Move," before it's too late. We burst into the chamber. Hale stands there. "Marcus," he says, "control is all we have left." I shake my head. Control isn't worth losing ourselves. We're haunted by what we've done. Elias steps between us, serum glowing. I am the future, he snarls. The next evolution. The facility trembles. Time's up, I tell Darian. The complex erupts in a blazing inferno. We stumble into the cool morning air. Strength isn't control, I murmur. It's sacrifice, it's trust. Later, I stare at my scarred hands. The fight isn't over. For the first time, I feel ready. Debris crashes around us as the facility trembles. The Titans are breaking free. We have to move now. I push the doubts aside, focusing on escape. No hesitation. We finish this now. Hale says control is all we have. But control isn't worth losing our humanity. It's time to face the consequences. Elias claims to be the future, but he's just a warning of science run unchecked. A fight to the death. Time's up. The complex erupts in a blazing inferno, consuming the nightmare as we barely escape. Strength isn't control. It's sacrifice, trust, and humanity. Maybe trusting others isn't so dangerous after all. It's about protecting what's left. The fight isn't over, but for the first time, I feel ready. In the quiet aftermath, hope flickers anew. Fragile but real. A new dawn begins. Weeks have passed. Among the smoldering wreckage, survivors gather to begin. The scars are everywhere, but so is our resilience. Leaders from every faction are meeting. Unity is our strength. We cannot afford to fall apart again. A new alliance is forming, built on trust. Late at night, a signal breaks the silence. The threat isn't over, it warns. The battle may be done, but the war continues. Shadows of sacrifice linger. Strength isn't control, it's what we give up for the future. I am transformed by the lessons of the past. Scouts return with vital intel. Enemy movements are grim, but we'll be ready. We strike where they least expect it. Watching the sunrise, I feel the world healing. To new beginnings, Darian says. To hope. Cities rise from the ashes. People return to hope. The journey continues, but now we move forward with purpose and unity. The camera slowly pans across the vibrant cityscape at dawn, capturing the first golden rays of sunlight. Streets are lively with activity. Workers in safety vests lay bricks, and construction cranes swing overhead. Children laugh in lush parks while artists paint murals on blank walls, transforming the city into a canvas of hope. Families gather around communal fires, sharing stories and warmth, symbolizing unity and resilience. We fought for this, for everyone who believed in a better future, even when it seemed impossible. Remember when all this was just an idea? This will grow just like our hope. Strong and unwavering. It's a symbol of everything we worked for. The rebuilding, the resilience, the unity. A testament to perseverance and our collective effort. As the sun rises higher, it leaves us with a sense of hope and endless possibilities. The future is here. I stood alone on a hill overlooking the city, a gentle breeze ruffling my hair. Darian joined me, both of us gazing at the horizon in contemplative silence. After a moment, I spoke softly. This is more than just a city's rebirth. It's a reminder that no matter how dark things may seem, hope and perseverance can light the way. Darian nodded, a peaceful smile on his face. And it's a reminder that together, we can overcome anything. The city transitions into a montage of people celebrating, children playing,